To give your business a makeover and the rebranding that it needs. At this point, I'm permitted to say to fix your Instagram. There are two things that you need to consider, and it's your bio and your feeds. Hi, my name is Victory Clevers of Victory's Effect. In this channel, we'll talk about making money online, how you can build different online business, and how you can raise your business using different social media platforms. So if you're just joining us for the first time, you may want to click on the subscribe button because how are you gonna get interesting videos like this? So please click on the subscribe button and let's move on to today's video. Let's go. To give your business a makeover and the rebranding that it needs. At this point, I'm permitted to say to fix your Instagram. There are two things that you need to consider, and it's your bio and your feeds. If you want to talk about your bio, then you should be talking about your name, you should be talking about the username. You can also be talking about the following. Yeah, it's important. Yeah, you can also be talking about the bio statement. You should be talking about your CTA. The next thing you should be talking about is your feeds, right? So your feeds has a lot going on. It just seems simple, feeds. But in your feed, you talk about your posts. And this is where you consider the different kind of posts, carousel posts, your still image posts, and reels, which is very important. Feeds. So feeds, when we talk about feeds, this is where we talk about your posts. This is where we talk about your highlights, right? This is where we'll talk about the kind of posts you make, still image posts, carousels, and most importantly, your reels. I'm preparing a video, depends on the time you're seeing this. I have a video for reels tutorials. I have videos for how you can do transitional reels, and mostly how you can get viral reels and how you can do beautifully well with reels. I have lots of videos on it on this channel, so you want to check out those videos, and it will help you improve your social media platform using reels. So you want to we're talking about feeds, so you want to make sure that your reels, your posts, and everything is set so you know the kind of posts that you make, and you want to talk about your highlights. So let's really go into the feeds and the bio. So I would like to start with your bio. So the bio, you want to talk about your profile picture. That's the first thing that you want to talk about. There are different school of thoughts that says in social media you can just be yourself. Like, it's easier when you're yourself, and you don't have to put in a whole lot of work. You don't really have to be professional. Just be free, just be you, right? I don't argue that you have to be you at some point. Like, yeah, you should be you, but there are like ways you should do things. You can have a page where you do a kitchen page where you cook, and your DP is one of when you went to the gym and you just took a picture, probably when you strike a yoga post, and that's your DP. It's a no. If you do kitchen page and you cook, right? So your content will mostly be about cooking, how to cook, what not to cook, healthy food, non-healthy food, posts like that. So your DP should be related. You either want to use your logo or you want to use your brand face, which is you, the owner of the business. So you probably want to use yourself, and just to add spice to it, you probably want to wear the apron and the chef cap, and probably be holding your utensils, and take a pose, right? And that's cool for a DP, because I, as a visitor coming to that account, and I just know this is what the person do from the DP. You shouldn't have a page of cooking, and your DP, it was when you went to the gym and you just had to strike a yoga pose. No, it doesn't work that way. Yeah. And even when your page is like, maybe you're like an influencer, or you want to be an influencer, and you just thought you want to use like Of course, as an influencer, you're gonna use just a single picture, and that's very okay. It's still a picture of you, like a very beautiful picture. But at some point, you don't want to take a picture where maybe probably just like your eyes showing, and probably you wearing a mask and you have just your eyes showing. It doesn't really tell your full face. Okay, so that's that. And if you maybe you're like a coach and you want to maybe like go to a studio, that's maybe like too much. But these days you can just have your ring light, you can just have a good phone, and of course know how to strike good pose, right? And just take a professional picture and put it up there as your DP. You shouldn't use things like this as your DP, but consider pictures like this. It's gonna help you, right? So it's gonna help you tell a statement. Remember, we're talking about your visual identity, which is your Instagram. So that's for your DP. Then you want to talk about your name. So there's difference between the name and your username. So this is the thing. Instagram algorithm has changed a lot of times. You know how you want to search something on YouTube and you search how to, right? Maybe you want to cook. I'm from Nigeria and I love jollof rice, so I want to cook jollof rice. So I probably don't know how to cook jollof rice. I don't know how to cook jollof rice. So I search how to cook jollof rice on YouTube, right? Pages or videos are going to pop up, right? Videos are going to like be suggested to me. So why do you think those videos were suggested to me? Because there was a lot of keyword research. The person that did the video did a lot of keyword research and they used it on every part of the video. The same can be done on your Instagram. Now, keyword research is going to favor if you're going to use it on your name, your username, use it on your bio statement. You know what is even more? You can even use keyword research as an advantage on your captions, the post itself, the graphics. You can just have the word that people need, and your page is going to be suggested to people. That's how you grow. That's how you get more awareness, right? And more reach. So it is very important the name you use. I'm not talking about the username, I'm talking about the name, because there's difference between the name and your username. So your name, I personally like to put on my name. That's why I talk about myself. I'm going to be using my page, for example, and I could say my name is my name is Victory Clevers. Yeah, right. So if for example, it just depends also on the business. If for example, because my name on Instagram it's just my name, it's Victory, which you should follow. I encourage you to follow to get short clips on a lot of how-tos, and it's just Victory, right? But I want to maintain a brand name of Victory Clevers and Victory Effects. So on my name, because I know that you probably will find me through YouTube and it's Victory's Effect here on YouTube, so it has to match that this it's Victory is also Victory's Effect. So in my name, I had to like effect that into my name, right? When I was editing my Instagram. So Victory's Effect is on my name, and sometimes I just leave it as Coach V because people know me as Coach V, but not everyone knows me as Coach V. So some just know me as Victory. I'm like, okay, so I just leave Victory's Effect because people come from Victory's Effect and they want to check me out on Instagram, and right? And so that's my business. Your business can be a product business, and it's very important you put your product there. If you say hair, like hair extensions, then you could just say hair extensions, right? You could say hair extensions in Lagos, if it's Lagos, Nigeria that you stay. Because what is help you done is people that want to buy hair but want to buy only from a vendor that is in their location. Then when they pop hair sellers, they want to buy hair in Lagos, you're gonna show up, and of course they're gonna come into your DM, and you see how DM become like increases, right? So it's important you put the right name there, but you can just make it simple and just put your name, right? Because your username it could be your name. It just depends. So the two of them work hand in hand, right? They are like different. So if your username is your name and your username is your brand name, which is your first name and your surname, then it's important. And then if the account is a business account where you sell, then it's very important that you make the name. That's the name. What you should tell what you sell on the name. So just see what works for you, but they work hand in hand while they are very different. So you have to utilize each and every one of them. The next we want to talk about is the bio statement. The bio statement is very important, right? There are things I consider when you want to write the bio statement. You want to consider value, right? And you want to consider call to action. So call to action and value are there. So three things: value, your products or services, or it could be both, and then the call to action. I'll go over it again. So your bio statement. So in this case we're talking about hair seller, right? So what is your value? If I search for about you, or I happen to know you somewhere and I was like redirected to your page, the first thing I'm going to see is your bio statement, because it's going to be written obviously like bold there, especially when you're like bringing in people for the first time, right? So my bio statement, what does it tell? What does it say about me? When I talk about value, what do you have? Because you're not the only one that sells hair products. You're not the only one that sells hair extension. So what do you have that the other person do not have? So it could be that what you have differently from the other person. That's a seller B, which makes you like seller A. Maybe seller B has their hair extension very expensive, and you want to stay like, you think you can still maintain the quality. Of course, quality is very important. You still can maintain the quality that seller B has. At the same time, you can give it to your customers for less amounts. So what your value is less budget for more quality. That's a very good and sellable good value, right? So you put it out there on your bio statement that you sell good and quality hair for less budget. You state it out there. So you could underneath stay it depends if because hair extension is very niche down. So if maybe your product, your business is not exactly niche down, like you have to like highlight the product or the service that you do. Underneath your value, you're gonna say, okay, hair extensions. Maybe you could be like, for hair, maybe you could be like, if you sell blends, or maybe you deal with just China hair, you deal with just a particular type of hair. Basically just highlight the product, the kind of product that you have for sale, right? Highlight it on that. And the next thing is your call to action. Your call to action should be your link, right? But it's not, you can't tell me what to do from the link, because the link just put the link and that's it. But you can put a call to action on your bio statement. That's why it's part of the three things you need on your bio statement, which is your value, your product, and your call to action. So probably I just want to add simple thing like click the link below to order or see more product on our website. Depends on what you have, right? It could be a website, it could be your shop, see more product on the shop, or click here to get these. It depends on what you sell. If you sell a product, click here on my website. If you don't sell products, you could maybe want to sell, you can have a freebie if what you have is service, is you offer services, or you're probably a coach. Okay, you could want to say, click here to get my freebies. You basically be ready to make them take an action already, even as a visitor, because they probably would not, like, at the end of the day, make that purchase. But they took that action. It means they're very interested in you, and so they're going to stay, right? So that's for your bio, and this is a very beautiful one. Now you know what to do about your bio to attract more sales. There's still so much to be done about your feeds and highlights. Check out the part 3 of this video here on my channel. And thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.